Hey there, this is Sean McCracken. I head up the Transition Laguna food group, and I'm putting together this raw video for those of you that are interested in finding out more about what we're doing. And we're starting to get our next wave of gardeners to join us, and this is just again to bring you up to speed on what we're all about, where we've been the last 6 months, and what we're going to be doing in the future. I'm going to go pretty fast here because we're all very busy and don't have much time. So I'm going to try to keep this to like 3 to 5 minutes. So we're going to lose a little bit, but again, you'll get the gist of this and we can fill it in later. Transition Town is the international movement. Here's the book, kind of our Bible, the Transition Handbook. And it's all about from oil dependency to local resilience. So the idea is that oil prices are going to go up. We all know that. And a lot of our grids that are in place to sustain our energy, our food, and our water are suspect as those prices go up. We've just seen that, as oil went up to, or gas went up to $4, it almost took out the whole auto industry. At least the ones that didn't have any hybrids. So again, that can happen as well in these other areas of energy, food, and water. So the idea is to try to make yourself, or Laguna Beach, as resilient as possible. So it's been a very positive movement, and that's the whole thing. We do it all in a positive way. And we have a core group of about 6 members that have been increasing the awareness out there in each of these different areas through movies. We have a Rethink series out of Annalisa's school, Rethink Building, Rethink Water, Rethink Food, and then we have workshops. Well, one of the movies we showed was about Cuba, and about how, again, their food grid, or their grid for everything, fell apart when communism fell. So they couldn't get their food and energy and anything else from Russia. So they had all of a sudden they had to be self-sufficient. So this movie is about how they started building urban gardens, and they really weren't prepared. Even though it's one of the most fertile grounds to grow, they specialized just in sugarcane, and so nobody knew how to grow anything else, and they lost about 25 pounds. Each Cuban citizen lost on average about 25 pounds. But the beauty about it is they found their way, and just a lot of great stuff came out of it. Besides just making food, it really raised community, health, etc. So after that movie, a lot of people said, "Hey, we're through with awareness, and we've had it up to here in awareness, and we want to do something." So that's when I took the reins and put together started this food group with about 25 core members, and we still have that core group, or the vast majority of them, which is really great. And it's made up of everything from hardcore gardeners, the Bill Rowleys, Dr. Bill Rowleys, and the Jeff Hingley, and the Green Jean, and Gloria, and I can go on and on. And then on the other side, we have the more corporate America, and it's really brought these two together, and a lot of it's done over just a good time. I hate to say that, but whenever you have volunteers getting together, you need to have a good community experience. So we have the wine flowing at our meetings, as well as some great food that people have taken out of their gardens, and it's just, again, a really great community. So we have taken a different tact than building a community garden. Everybody thinks about, growing food, community garden, and that's a great way to do it. However, a lot goes into that, and you might all be familiar with the South County community garden, and they've just done a great job. Ruben has done a great job down there, and some of the other people. But a lot goes into that, and it really it's kind of limiting to how many people can participate in that. So we kind of took a different tack where we're building urban gardens or community gardens in your own backyard. So our tact is to teach you and to help you build your own gardens, and then to have a distribution or co-op system where we all can share it, as well as pass it on to the needy, whether it be shelters or any charitable need. The homeless shelter, the friendship shelter, and so forth. And eventually, like to get down to where we can even sell product to at the local restaurants. Maybe we'll start off with herbs or something like that. So again, we started about 6 months ago, and we built about 4 gardens in that time, all over Laguna, South Laguna, the village area, North Laguna, etc. And we put together some nice templates. For instance, just to build the garden, we can build a 10 by 10 garden in a Saturday morning, with about 6 people, and 6 people coming and going. And we have it pretty formalized, which is pretty great. And then we have monthly meetings on the first Monday of every month, and then we have an install every third Saturday of the month. So again, we got it, pretty steady, what should I say, standardized process. And during those Monday meetings, we usually have half as business, just a little bit of business, and then we have some people get up and educate, and we have this on video, on different facets of gardening, whether it be composting, whether amending the soil, whether it be planting, whether it be compatibility of the different vegetables that you have, etc. And then typically the rest of the meeting is about talking about different issues and how we're going to do next project. So where we're at right now is, after we put together these gardens, came up with our processes, came up with our templates and so forth, we decided that we would take a micro community garden approach. And what I mean by that, and I'm going to get right into the thick of it right now, where we're at, is we have an area around Oak Street, starting up in Temple Terrace on one side, Thalia on the other, Calliope on the other, and the ocean on the other. So it's about a 10-block radius of about 200 homes. And we already have like 3 gardens in there, where we have existing members that have their own gardens. Actually, we have 3 or 4 or 5 gardens. And the idea is that we call this the Oak Village Community Garden. And we are going to, on March 27th, build 3 gardens on Anita Street. And in fact, hopefully one will be for a worthy cause that's in the area. And but we're out now recruiting people in the area. So one of the ways we work is that we give responsibility to different members. So we have certain members that are involved in installation. We have certain members that are involved in marketing. We have others that are helping with communication, which, by the way, you can go to Facebook and go into Transition Laguna, and you'll see our Facebook page there. And welcome to participate in the discussions and so forth. So that's the stage we're at right now. I'm talking to you like February 11th, and we're just putting together, the plan to recruit. There are some existing gardeners out there, and we're starting to approach them. So we hopefully, you will be joining one of our meetings again the first Monday of the month, and we usually have it on Brook Street, and I'll give you more information on that. So the idea is that we have everybody, be responsible for your own garden. Everybody can participate. We'll help you. You have to do a few things, put some sweat equity in for us to help you build a garden. And then we'll have a distribution method at the end where you can share your product with other people in the area, as well as contribute it to the other shelters that I mentioned. So again, I just want to elaborate on that this is not a typical community garden. Even though we're going in that direction, we're going to get the nonprofit going, and we hope that we can get land donated to us by people that want to give away their lots and so forth, and we're working diligently on that. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, you can contact me 949-290-5317. Or you can email me at Sean@welcometothedream.com, Sean@welcometothedream.com, or go on to, as I said, the Facebook and go under Transition Laguna and enter become a fan there and ask any questions that you want. It's really, really a lot of fun, as well as, again, it increases the community, increases health, increases socialization, as well as it gives to the needy. Thanks a lot.